Okay, everyone. Hello, hello. I think that I am live. Hang on, I've just realised those wires are in the shot. Let me just pick those out the way. Yes, I think I'm live now, but please let me know if you can see and hear me, as always. And I will get started. Already lots of people here, which is great to see. I'll start saying, oh, you can see and hear me. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam, so much. Okay, right. So before I start, hi, Sarah. How are you? Thanks for rejoining. Um, so, hi, SS. How are you? Okay, so a bunch of people have joined, and well, look for everybody. So I'm just going to say a bunch of hellos to everyone. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. I'm so glad you're all here. I'm really excited about tonight's one. I'm so excited because I'm starting Disney Museum 9,000 Piece Puzzle by Ravensburger, and this is going to be section A, which is the left section. Now, before I show you the poster. I would just like to draw your attention to the poll in the live chat. If you have access to the live chat, um, while I'm talking and getting a few things out of the way, make your vote because I kind of thought, oh well, I'll start with whatever I was going to start with, and then I thought, well, actually, it doesn't really matter what I start with, and I thought it would be fun to put it to the vote which portrait I start with. But I don't think I can do a poll with 13 options. There are 13 portraits. So what I did was I narrowed it down to three. I narrowed it down to Bambi and Sleeping Beauty and Pinocchio. They're all a similar size, kind of quite biggish portraits. And I thought you could vote out of those three for which one you would like me to do first. So go and have a look at that. Make your vote. When I'm ready to start puzzling, I'll end the poll and we will start with whatever wins. Thought that would be quite a fun thing to do. So I better show you actually those portraits now that we talk about it because you might not know what they look like. So this is the poster of the left side of the puzzle, section A. And so the ones I was talking about was Pinocchio. He's here, big round one here. And then the other two are at the bottom. You've got Sleeping Beauty here, and you've got Bambi here. Now they're all quite big portraits. Probably the biggest is Ariel on this side, but I didn't want Ariel as an option. I thought those three were sort of similar sizes, and I also felt like their sorted piles were the pieces in them. It's obvious that it belongs to them. So I thought they were probably the best piles to go at. So anyway, cast your vote, and yeah, just I'll let you just kind of have a wee glance at that. I'm gonna go over my sorting in a minute. I will have to shift these piles out of the way, but I left them out deliberately because I wanted to talk to you about how I've sorted it so far. But who's here? Who else is here? Right, we've got um I voted Bar. Was that Bambi? Danish puzzler? Was that Bambi that you voted for? So now, Ula, the Danish puzzler, you're doing the 9K Disney Museum as well, aren't you? You've finished your 5K Jelini and you're making a start on this one, so I'm so excited you're doing it with me. Hi, B. Now, B, aren't you? Are you started this? No, wait. I think I'm thinking of someone else. There are several people that have actually started this puzzle. Um, and Philip, you're one of them. So there's a few of us doing it. Claudia's here. You're doing it too, aren't you, Claudia? Oh, it's so brilliant that you're all here. Hi, Blaze area. How was Nationals? Oh, thanks, Sarah. Nationals was great. Yeah, Nationals was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was such a good day, and it just went really well. It was really well organized. Met so many people. It was really good. I'm going to start work on the video for that next week. So I should hopefully have a video for you on that at the end of next week. This week I've been working on the Elena Essex video. That's going to be part of my Best of British series. And I've finished that puzzle. I just need to finish editing it and it's going to come out tomorrow. So next week I can focus on the Nationals video. But yeah, I had a great time. I had a great time. Yeah, Claudia's doing it. toasting to this with a glass of rum. Oh, nice. Joy, are you doing your 40k tonight? Winter? Um, are you still on baby puzzles? Sorry, I think I thought it was you, but it's not. I think it's maybe someone else that's doing it. One or two people mentioned that they were doing it. So, nice. Glad you had a good time. Yeah, I did. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing it. Not really touched it in a couple of weeks. Really must sit down and work on it. Yeah, but you got quite far, didn't you? Did you do all the portraits, Philip? Are all the portraits done? So I will look at the poll in a minute, but first I want to talk a bit about, now you've had a chance to take in the poster for this section. I want to talk about the sorting. So now, for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure the vast majority of you watching this probably will. However, if you don't, I have done this puzzle before. The last time I did this puzzle was around 2-ish years ago, I think. And I mixed it. It was the very first 9,000 piece puzzle that I mixed. It's the biggest single amount of pieces that I've done. I've not mixed a 9K since then. I kind of don't feel the need to really. I really enjoyed it. And it was a tough challenge, but it was good and it was doable, and I really did enjoy it. Now, doing it this time around, my method isn't going to be a great deal different because of the way the puzzle is. Um, I mean, I'm doing it obviously in the two halves this time, but you've really got the same thing going on in both sides because it's a collage. It's lots of portraits in gold frames on a green wall. Now, you do have some more things going on in section B. Now, sorry, I'm just going to interrupt myself here because and I knew I was going to do this. I almost forgot to give away some memberships. And I want to do that now before I go too far into this. So I'm going to give away some memberships. Hi, Susie. Hi, I'll start at the Clementoni 6,000 garden shelf. Oh, brilliant! It's going so slow. If you like pick and place, this is your puzzle. Not many big sections. Cool. Is that Amy Stewart? The garden shelf. Oh, this has been annoying. These tables. Stay where you are. There. Stay. Um, that sounds nice though. I'm pretty sure I think I've got that. The garden shelf. Is it Amy Stewart? She does very busy puzzles, doesn't she? They are quite hard to sort. Treating myself and watching you on my 65-inch TV today, figured your 9K puzzle would be beautiful on it. I think it will. Actually, on the subject of the picture, is it looking crisp? Is it focused? I don't need to mess around with the focus, do I? I had a fiddle with it kind of before I started, but I can never quite tell. Let me know if you can see it fine. Um, I'm glad you're treating yourself though, Marcia. Philip, edge and portrait's done. About to start work on the frames. Yeah, yeah. I think when I hit the frames, that's going to slow me down. Hi, Anna Maria. Can't believe you mixed this. You're so brave. Yeah, I can't believe it either sometimes. You can look on all your personal puzzles, everyone. Yeah, absolutely, Sarah. I was here, lol. Yeah, you've been here a long time, haven't you, Cara? Yeah, because I brought two videos out on the build of this puzzle when I mixed it, and then I brought out a full time lapse. But yeah, it was quite a while ago. Right, I'm doing the membership gifting. So I will gift 5, and we'll see who gets them. I've got so much to say about the puzzle, I can't get it all in. Right, we've got, oh, I can't read that. IGSCSC, ADK, Suze Marsh, Bill Lauenroth, and Emma Jane Watts have all been gifted membership to Vicky Makes and Builds. So I hope you enjoy, guys. It might be a tiny bit blurry. Really hope I can watch to the end of this. I've done a 10-hour shift on my feet and I have another tomorrow. So if I disappear, I've fallen asleep. Oh, blimey. Oh, hopefully you will. But I understand if you do fall asleep. I'm glad you've been looking forward to it, Neve. Right, so let's address this it's slightly blurry thing. So I've got the poster down Does anybody else think it looks slightly blurry? Let's just address this now, before I continue, because I don't want to keep going when the picture isn't quite right. So if it is, I've got my hand up because I'm ready to start adjusting focus, but I'm kind of waiting for everybody else's thoughts on this. Bottom half is fine at the fold. It's very reflective. Oh, okay. All right. So is that tiny bit blurry? Just the poster, but no bother. Looks good to me. No, seems clear. Okay, so if I move the poster, the pieces look fine, do they? I'm focusing on the puzzle piles, not the poster, which looks a little blurry. Looks good to me. Seems clear. Right, okay, all right, well, we'll leave it as is for now. But if you know, if a picture starts to come, because it's hard to tell with a pile of pieces, I guess, but if a picture starts to come together on the pieces I'm working on, and it starts to look a little bit blurry, then just let me know. So blurry on the left. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. It's fine. Right, okay. I'm gonna leave it for now and just keep on me when as I go along. And if it doesn't look good, then I'll alter it. Right, so anyway, the point I was originally making was that on section B, you have more going on. So yes, there are obviously portraits and frames and a green wall, but you have more ceiling and lights and you have more floor. You barely have any of that on section A. But my point really is that this puzzle is easy to sort in the sense that there are portraits, there are frames, there is wall. That's pretty much it. And until you get to section B. So it's in that sense I quite like it because although I really don't enjoy sorting, I find it laborious. There's I don't get decision fatigue with this puzzle. And I remember that about building it. It was although I was dealing with a lot of pieces back then, I remember I could tell what went where. And there were one or two miss sorts, and I had more miss sorts last time, I think, because pictures on the right side were similar to pictures on the left. But that wasn't as big of a deal this time because I was dealing with less pictures. So, hi Jean, how are you? Can't really say as both my screens are smaller, so it might look different on the big screen. Pieces look fine. We're on the left. It's fine. No poster for the 6K garden shelf. No, Clem and Tony don't do posters for their 6Ks. It's not very good, is it? I wish they would. I really do. Looks like an organized mess. Well, yeah, I suppose that's what it is, really. That's what sorting is. Should start with the green background. No, that's not in the poll. Can only start with what's in the poll. Yeah, the green background. So see, when I did it last time, I'm going down memory lane a bit here. When I did it last time, I was dreading the frames, right? I had a ginormous pile of frame pieces. And I mean, it was ginormous because there's so many frames. And when you're looking at a pile like that, it's like, it's overwhelming. You just think, oh my goodness, this is going to be horrendous. Whereas the portraits, some are big, some are small, but they are manageable. Like these are all the portraits, manageable piles. But the frames turned out to be not so bad. When you started to recognize the patterns and things, they turned out to be not so bad, and they went together fine. And then it was the wall that got me. It was just such a slog putting the wall as a 9,000 piece. And I'm hopeful it won't be as bad in the sections. But as a 9,000 piece, all the green wall, yeah, it was a slog. Tired, just got home. Oh, well, rest your rest then. Put your feet up. A lot of frame pieces, yeah. Oh, well, there's a lot not mixed as well, Neve. I have to leave to get my taxes done, so I'll have to watch this later. Enjoy. Oh, okay, well, have fun. Oh, dear. All right, well, see you soon, Bee. So, what I've done this time, now, the last time I sorted, I separated, I did a full sort. I separated every portrait I didn't micro sort the frames. I just had a big pile of frame pieces, but I did separate transition pieces. So frame and wall, where there's frame and wall on one piece. So I did more of a detailed sort last time. This time I've gone with phased sorting purely because it's what I have time for. I can't give a lot of time to just sitting and sorting a humongous puzzle. So just focusing on not when I'm doing, when I've got the piatnik going and I've got all these other things going on. So what I thought I'd do was just focus purely on portraits. And I sat on my couch watching TV, I've got my lamp on, and I just was if it's not a portrait, it's going on that pile. If it is a portrait, it's going on that pile. And that's literally what I did. I didn't even separate them to start with. It was just a case of frames from portraits. That's what I was doing. Once I'd done that, I did that a couple of days ago. Once I'd done that, all I really had to do was separate the portrait pieces into their individual portraits. So this is how I've done it. This portrait here is Beauty and the Beast. And I have put pictures of this up actually. There's a photograph of these piles on my community tab, in the Discord server and on Instagram. And I've labeled them. So you'll be able to see that. But anyway, this is Beauty and the Beast. That's Ariel. That's Snow White. That's Cinderella. That's Pocahontas. She was easy to find because she's the only black and white kind of pencil drawing on this side. That's Lady and the Tramp. That is Sleeping Beauty. Again, very, very obvious pieces. Sleeping Beauty. That's the one I was going to start with. And I think actually this is the one I started with the first time I did it. And she's one of the options in the poll. So possible I'll start with this one. This is Pinocchio. Again, Pinocchio, very obvious. Dark green background. Really thick crayon-like black lines in the Pinocchio picture. So really obvious pieces in that one. Also rounded frame. So that was kind of something that stood out. This is Captain Hook. This is Tiana. Those two are the same frames. The frames are the exact same. They sit next to each other on the wall. This is Bambi, so this is one of the poll options along with Pinocchio. Done that one. This is Mulan. Mulan's the one that has the light shining over. And this is the Aristocat, whose name I am not certain of. One of the little white Aristokitten. Um, wait, there's a lot of the wall scares me. I'm not doing the puzzle, lol. Well, I don't think the wall's going to be as bad just doing one section. There is a gradient with the wall. It's lighter in the middle and then it gets darker as it goes outside. But because I was dealing with both sides at the same time, there was just a lot of pieces. And when you look at it, all you really see is pictures and frames. You kind of you don't really focus on the wall. But then when they're all there and that's all you've got left, it's like, oh, yeah, there's actually quite a lot of these. um, so the frames are scaring me the most. Yeah, but that's the thing though. They do scare you. They scared me, but they turned out to be not so bad. They turned out to be not so bad. I've no doubt that they'll slow me down once I've done the portraits. I've no doubt the frames will slow me down. But there is definitely, they are sortable. They are sortable. Working on a Ravensburger 1,000-piece, the beach hut. Okay, so that sounds good. That sounds good. So, um, what else was I going to say? Yeah, there may be some missorts. There's some similar colours. And I'll talk about this as I go along, because I had these thoughts, things I wanted to kind of tell you and explain when I was doing the live stream. A lot of it's gone out my head, but I'm sure they'll come back to me as I'm working on this. But I think right now we should look and see what's winning the poll, and whichever one is winning right now, that is the one I will do. So if you haven't voted yet, do it quick, because I'm about to have a look. So at the moment we have Bambi on 35% of the votes, Pinocchio on 26, and Sleeping Beauty on 39. So it looks like Sleeping Beauty has won. I'm once again going to be doing that one first. I thought it was going to be Bambi for a while. It was a close race. But Sleeping Beauty it is. So I'm going to end the poll. I hope. Ah, there we go. It's disappeared. Good. It's disappeared. So which portrait for the poll complete? 62 votes. So thank you all for voting. and Sleeping Beauty one. So this is Sleeping Beauty here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, as best I can, move these piles out of the way. So there's going to be a bit of reorganization going on here. Actually, while I'm doing this, I can show you these. This is a really big, this is one of my biggest box lids. This is a Clementoni 6K box. I use these a lot when I'm doing big puzzles. This is my edge piece tin. It's actually oh, what's that game? Animal Crossing. It's an Animal Crossing tin. But I like to put my edge pieces in. I did separate the edges. So there are all the edges. And these piles, I'll just explain briefly what these are. This pile here is the one light at the top, which I'll probably do at the same time as doing Mulan. In fact, I might even just mingle those in with the Mulan pieces. These pieces here, they're like a kind of a nondescript sort of greyish colour, and that is because on the centre line of this puzzle, there's sort of a grey area, literally. And these, I thought they were part of one of the portraits, but they're not. I think they're actually, these belong down the centre line of the puzzle. I've obviously not got them all, but I did pick up on those. And then these ones here, these dark ones, are bits of the floor. There is a tiny weeny bit of floor in this section. It's not big at all, so there aren't many of those pieces. But thought I'd just keep them separate rather than just chucking them back in with the frames. This bit is, it was together in the bag. 6 pieces all stuck together. And there is a tiny bit of portrait on it. I'm not sure what it is, but I think it might be Ariel. Be wrong, I don't know. But I just sort of took that as a gift and kept it. So that's a little bit assembled bit that was in the bag like that. So I'm going to move that to one side. And I'm going to use this box to house some of these pieces. So we'll start with Mulan, because I'm going to just mix her pieces up with the light. There aren't many light pieces. I'm not too worried about it. Might as well just do them all together. Because I think that's a Bambi piece, actually. And I think that's an Ariel piece. I'm already spotting Miss Sorts. Yeah, that's not a good sign, is it? Right, so I'm just clearing the deck, so I've got room to puzzle. I might not be able to move all of these piles, but that's okay. I hope I can get more than one portrait done tonight. I've spent a lot of time talking, but hopefully I can get more than one portrait done. This is the Aristocat. I'm going to put that there. And I can move piles to one side if needs be, as long as I've got a wee space to puzzle. You chose Bambi. Dusty. Oh yeah, yeah, lots of dust. I've not made a drawing yet, but lots of dust, of course. Wouldn't have it any other way with a Ravensburger. Right, let's get rid of this pile. I'm kind of getting rid of the sort of the medium-sized piles. This is Beauty and the Beast. It's amazing how much I was remembering when I was sorting this puzzle. I was just remembering things, seeing the pieces and thinking, oh yeah, I remember being thrown by that last time, like I wondered where it went, or I remember getting those pieces mixed up with those other pieces, and there were so many times where my brain sort of said, oh, it's so much easier when you don't mix it, when you don't mix it. So yeah, I did actually think that quite a lot. Quite a lot. But it really is the same method that I would be using, just on a larger scale, because it's a collage. Collages are good for live streaming too, because they fit nicely under the camera. I've had my eye on this to live stream, and I'm so happy I'm finally starting it. It's gonna be so much fun. So, right, let's get this one shifted. This is Lady and the Tramp. Ooh, rock piece. Good start, isn't it? Oh. And I can fit a pile here. And then I do have my Pokemon box lid. Um, Hello, Mike. Oh, we'll start with Sleeping Beauty as well then. Yeah, I think it's a common one to start with. Did you not start with that one, Philip? Did you start with Sleeping Beauty? It's we'll look at it in a second because Sleeping Beauty's pieces were really obvious. I think I'm going to put Cinderella in that gap. Cinderella almost certainly has some missorts with Snow White. There are some very similar shades of blue in their dresses. So there are almost certainly some missorts there, but it's okay. Some pictures it's good to build, and have both piles there at the same time. Um, and you can either build them simultaneously or just build one then the other straight after, and the pieces will find the right place eventually. It's kind of the way I did it the first time. I did similar looking images at the same time. Um, because there were features in some of the pictures on the other side that were similar. So, I missed the beginning, but I had to finish a book. Oh, that's okay. I've not even started puzzling yet, Ohana. I have been too busy talking. Too busy talking. Right, so let's put away Ariel. She's a big picture. I think I might have to do her more towards the end. Now with Ariel, there are some really bright greens, and it's obviously her, but there's also some quite dark greens. And actually, the colouring is similar to the colour of the wall. So, and then in some parts of her picture, it's almost black. So again, I probably have some missorts where there might be some of Ariel in with the wall pieces still in the box, or there might be some wall pieces in here. And again, I remember that from last time. Um, I think who will I put away? Because Bambi's quite a big pile. I think I'll put Bambi away just for now. In fact, I won't. I'll leave Bambi out. Bambi came second, didn't he? So maybe Bambi I can work on second. But we'll put Pinocchio away, and then Snow White could maybe just sit up there out the way. Um, so I'm not spending all my time just moving pieces around. I'll leave Bambi out too. Bambi can sit here. Got plenty of space to puzzle. Right, so. Ah, oh dear, that's a good start, is it? There we go. Right, so Sleeping Beauty. This is Sleeping Beauty here, and she has a very specific art style. It's like pop art, so there's lots of dots. This, I don't know how well you can see this, and I'm holding it up closer. That might affect the focus because it's on manual focus. But anyway, this blue segment here has dark blue dots all across it. This little tiny red bit here has yellow dots. This purple bit here has pink dots. Even her dress, you can see there's like a sort of a canvas texture to all of these pictures, but with her the texture's just more obvious. Her hair's like super bright yellow, with really obvious black lines. And so when you saw a piece that belonged to her, there was no doubt it belonged to her. She's a really obvious bit to do. Some really clean lines, blocks of colour. It's a good one to start with. So I think that I will be able to get the vast majority, if not all, of her portrait done with these pieces. As I say, might be some missorting, but there won't be much with her. So let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. Um, Sleeping Beauty first for you, Philip. It's just catching my eye saying build me. Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. It was the same with me too. But when I mixed it, I had, I think, Winnie the Pooh on the other side and also Minnie Mouse. Um, there were some missorts with those ones because they had a similar, like with all the dots. So what I ended up doing was kind of building those alongside each other And then wherever I had a miss saw and it was in the wrong pile, I just put it in the right bit, and it was a good way of doing it. But I don't have that issue this time because they're on the other side and I haven't opened that bag yet. So it's really quite nice. I'm really glad to be doing it in the sections. And I'm just excited to see it done again and to have it in my collection. And yeah, and so I have created a channel in the Discord server under puzzle alongs for the 9,000 piece Disney Museum. I know some people are doing this alongside me, or they may be thinking about doing it, or they've ordered it. And if you're in the Discord server, there is a channel in there for you to share your progress, to let us know how you're doing, how you've approached it, if you're doing it the same way as me, if you're doing it your own way, if you're doing the portraits in a different order. Pop your pictures in there. I really would love to see how you are getting on with it. And obviously, you can work on it whenever suits you. I will only be doing it during the live streams, unless I'm finishing a section or a portrait or something off behind the camera. And in which case, I will do maybe a little short or something like that, take pictures so you don't miss anything. But what I'll probably do with this, and I haven't done it yet, but what I'll probably do with this one is create a playlist for it, like I did with the Pokemon puzzle. Because there's going to be a lot of videos on this one, a lot of live streams, as you would expect for a 9,000 piece puzzle. And I will put them all in there, and you'll be able to catch up in there. But if you aren't in the Discord server and you want to either puzzle along or see how other people are getting on with it, then please do join. There should be an invite link in the description. And you just click it and it takes you there and you can join the server. And it's a really fun, really friendly, nice place to be. So I would highly recommend popping along and giving it a look. That might be a miss sort. There's a little bit of blue. That's a transition piece. It's mostly frame. There's blue on the nub, but it might not belong. It might belong in one of the other ones. But we'll soon figure that out. I did do that. I did any pieces with even the tiniest sliver of portrait I put with these. So what I'm doing now is I'm just separating patterns. These are all the blue bits. I'll pop her hair over here. Her hair's really obvious. It's really bright yellow. Oh, now I just had a memory. Another portrait I mixed up a wee bit with Sleeping Beauty was the Rapunzel portrait, because there's a lot of bright yellow hair in that portrait as well. Forgotten that until right there. It just popped into my head. And so, yeah, it's really fun. It's fun doing it for a second. I never thought I would do a giant puzzle twice. But here we are, and I'm having just as much fun. I've been so excited about this. So yeah, so please do follow along in the Discord. It's free to join, in case you were worried about that. Okay, so separating the hair. Get in there, and that's the crown. The crown's going in the same pile. It's all in the head area, isn't it? Same colour as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna. So there's also pink and purple, but I'm just gonna put those to one side now. And just focus on one bit at a time. So I'm gonna have a wee drink and see what everybody's saying. Here we go again. That's right, Lisa. No one puts Bambi in the corner. Oh, I know, bless him. Bless him. How's Piatnik coming? Okay, so well, Piatnik took a pause. Piatnik took a pause because I've had other things I've needed to work on. Plus, I was away in Bradford for the UK Nationals. So after I brought out the last Piatnik video, I kind of covered it up basically and was doing preparation for Bradford, which mostly just involves speed puzzle practice. And I've been working on the Elena Essex puzzle as well as part of my Best of British. I had actually wanted to bring that video out before I left for Bradford, and as it turned out, I just didn't have time, unfortunately. So I've got some of the hair going on here, but I don't see any blue in the hair pieces, so I'm just trying to figure that out just at the minute. Poster. So that it goes that way. It goes that way. So yeah, so the Piatnik is not changed since you last saw it in the last video I did on it. But the good news is now I have done my first round of sorting on this, and I have done the nationals and everything. I've finished my Elena Essex puzzle. I'm bringing that video out tomorrow. Next week, my focus will be on the nationals video and the Piatnik puzzle. So I will be starting work on that again next week. So maybe I might be able to bring out a progress video for the members on that as well. Next week we'll see how I get on. Got to kind of reacquaint myself with it because it's been a wee while, but yeah, it's sort of taken a pause, but it will be back. It will be back, and it's only going to be one more video as well. So that's good. Right, now then, I'm using some transition lines here because what I have is the blue meeting the purple, and there's like a thought bubble um beside, like, coming out of her head. So that's something I'm trying to figure out as well. Um Sleeping Beauty can be a puzzle on her own with that kind of art, just maybe 500 or 1,000 piece. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Happy puzzling, SS. Hello, Darlie, how are you? Same to you, SS. Yeah, absolutely. Lisa, I've finished Woodland Fantasy. I'm gonna. Brilliant. Oh, yeah, because you couldn't really do it because you were ill, weren't you, Lisa? I remember. Oh, well done. I'm gonna frame it. It's too beautiful to put away. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. I'm so glad you like it. Did you enjoy the build, Lisa? It says there's a Sleeping Beauty puzzle from Ravensburger. I just did it maybe a month ago, 1,000 pieces. Ooh, is it the same kind of artwork as this, Mike? With the dots and everything. I reckon about 25 streams for the entire 9K. Do you think? Oh, oh, pardon me, sorry. How many was it for the Pokemon? Was it like 15 or something? I can't remember. Um, oh, that was good. I can't remember how many it was. Um, Maybe somebody can remind me. I think it was about 15, so 25 for a 9K. Yeah, sounds about right. That sounds about right. That goes there. That goes there. So we've got, that's the thought bubble there, and that's the corner of the frame. There's like a rose on the corner of the frame. So that's a wee bit further down. That's her hair. No, that doesn't go there. There's like a grey sleeve. Ah, here we go. There. There. So that is there. That's it. transition pieces help with this. Just helps you get your bearings a bit with it. That's a bit more of the rose that sticks out from the frame. That I think, oh, that's the bottom of the frame. There. And there's a little shadow, so you can kind of tell. There we are. Yeah, so good guess. We'll see. We'll see. 25 episodes. That's the rest of the year almost. Lol. I know. Saturday lives are going to be pretty much just this. It's okay then. Unless I have a wee break between the two sections, I'll probably put that to the vote, see what everybody wants me to do. Pretty much basing that off the 5k Pokemon. Yeah. So the Pokemon was 5k. This is a 4,560 piece section. So it might be similar to the Pokemon. I don't know if it's going to be easier or not. It's tough to say, really. Good call. That's okay. Take your time. We'll be here. Thank you. Something tells me Vicky might take a little break and do another puzzle between the two sides. Well, it's just to break it up a bit, I guess. But you know, I'll put it to you guys really when the time comes, and we'll see. You might be sick of seeing it. Thought the rose was meant to go with Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, yeah, I don't know why there's a rose on Sleeping Beauty, to be honest. It is next to Beauty and the Beast, but it's on her frame. It's quite strange, isn't it? Because I thought the same thing. I thought, oh, that because does she not prick a finger on a spinning wheel? She doesn't prick a finger on a rose bush, does she? Yeah, that's a bit confusing. But anyway, there it is. Right. So, so that's your prediction. Anybody else got predictions for how many streams this is going to take? All right, just still using this uh transition line there. That goes there. They're going in. No, they're going in. Oh wait, that goes there. The spots are a bit like confusing on my eyes, but there's not too many of them. It's not kind of overwhelming, so it's fine at the minute. Yeah, and shapes are always a good thing to use in Ravensburger puzzles because the shapes are all so unique, really. I mean, they're standard shapes, but they're all unique from each other. The only place really I got false fits was I did get a couple with the wall because I'd mixed the bags. And I did get problems doing the center line because it was more or less black in some parts and it was hard to follow um, when I was doing the center line. But apart from that, wait, is that way? Apart from that, it's been fine. It's been fine when I did it in the past. So hopefully we'll be all right with that. Okay, so that goes there. And then we've got that sort of there. There we are. So she's starting to come together. I reckon 33 to 38. Oh, do you, Sarah? The build was intimidating but became very fun. Yeah. I think a lot of people were surprised by how much they enjoyed that one, Lisa. Pokemon was 15. Yeah, I thought it was around about that. Couldn't remember exactly. It was 15 streams. Thought the rose was meant to go with Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, no, I agree. You called it. So many puzzles, so little time. I know that's the thing, isn't it? Mostly here for the good company and passion for puzzling. Yeah, that's why we're all here, isn't it? It's well, definitely passion for puzzling, but the good company's so cool as well. Thank you, everyone, for being here and watching. And if you're not in the live chat, do leave a comment. Do leave a comment. Let me know what you think, or answer any questions I might ask, or um, whatever you wanna do. Leave a comment. That would be brilliant. 33 to 38. Since I already did a 1,000-piece puzzle today and read a whole book, I'll just chill and watch. That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan, Ohana. Is everybody puzzling? One or two people are. Ella, because the castle is under rose bushes while she sleeps in the fairy tale, and in German her name. Oh, okay. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I hope you don't mind. But yeah. Does that mean rose? Oh, there we go. She is next to Beauty and the Beast, though, as well. Maybe that was deliberate. Rose bushes, yeah. Depends. Can you use the serious light while you stream? Um, well, I could, but you'd get shadows. You'd get you'd get, because the serious light's quite a strong beam, so you'd get quite strong sort of shadows. I used my light when I was sorting. It's basically two 5K puzzles, so 15 for one, double it, plus a couple extra to account for difficulty. Yeah, no, that's logical. That's logical. The more members sign up, the slower the puzzle will be built. More and more chatting. Well, this is true. This is true. Well, I would hate to go silent on you and just not say anything. Although I do have those moments where I get totally like in the zone and I I sort of go off in my own little world for a bit. But that's when you guys have your opportunity to talk amongst yourselves. Right, so these pieces are coming together now. Oh no, that's not right, is it? There, that goes there. That goes there, and that goes there. Oh, there. Right, we're encroaching into the red bit now, so that might be a good place to go next. And we've got, wait, there's a bit of, oh, I think that goes that side at the back of her head. There's a little bit at the back of her head on that side there. So I can't attach those yet, but when I do the hair, I can. So that's the blue, little blue spotty section. That's that bit done. Yeah, the more nattering I do, the less the less I'm puzzling. I guess that's true. Morning, Claire. Just a little late. So glad you haven't finished it yet. No, not yet. No, barely made a dent. Working on my map. You're so close to finishing that, darling. I'm so excited to see it finished. And Thomas, you've finished that one, haven't you? Apparently, there are several different versions of what she pricks her finger on. One of them is a rose bush. I guess maybe that is the Disney version. Oh, it means thorn rose. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Pretty sure in the Disney movie, it's a spinning wheel. I think. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I think it is. In Czech Republic, we also have the version with the rose, and her name is pretty much Rosie. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, I guess we now know why there's a rose on the frame. Winter, it is. It just really helps with the wall, I think. So maybe a bit longer if you can't. A stream or two more. Yeah, it would help with the wall because of the gradient. I agree with you. I'm not going to do the hair next. I'm not going to do the hair next. I feel a bit overwhelmed by the hair pieces at the minute. So I'm going to do this red section. My kiss just made a really loud bang. Okay, they're both still speaking, so I guess that means they're both still alive. Just wanted to just check that there. Not quite sure what happened. Um, I can hear them. They're talking away. They've got a friend on a call, and things tend to get a bit noisy. Hmm. Right. There's also some little grey bits. It's. I think it's supposed to be white on her dress, but on the piece it looks grey. That doesn't go there. So I can separate that. That's her face. A little bit of a hair on that. I'm wondering if I might do this. I've done the red. The red's only small. I might do this purple bit above the blue. Just pulling them out of here. And there's also the speech bubble thing, or the thought bubble, which is goes up here across the purple section. It's kind of a whitish colour. I might not have all those pieces. There might have been some missorting there, but we'll see. I may have missorted them into the Pocahontas pile because there's quite a lot of white in her. That's part of the dress. Yeah, that's part of the dress too. So we've got some of her dress here. I can't put them all together, but they're up here. And there's some in here too. Oh, I got sidetracked now. I got sidetracked by the dress. Right, hang on, hang on. Okay, so let me just look at the poster. It's like a top of her sleeve there, and she's holding a rose as well. She's holding a rose, so there is obviously a big rose kind of reference going on here. That goes there. I might not have that bit. As I say, it could have been missorted. That is where she's holding the rose. I think it goes there. Yeah. And to move that down. Does that go there? Yeah, that goes there. So we've got a gap here that might possibly be in the Pocahontas pile because I've probably thought it was part of the pencil drawing. I just dropped a piece there. Um. So yes, she's holding a rose. I've only just spotted that. There, that attaches that. A little splash of red that you can kind of pick up on. So yeah, so I'm gonna have a go at this purple. That's a bit of that speech bubble. Um, good start. Yeah, thank you, Cara. Yes, finished the map last night. Now doing a 1K Kevin Walsh. Oh, nice. I just did. I practiced a Kevin Walsh for the UK Nationals of the day out in York, the 500 piece. That was quite nice, quite fun. That doesn't go there. Right, a lot of these have the speech bubble in them. So there we go. Might have to go and tell my kids to quiet down a bit if they get much louder, because all I can hear is them. Uh, Let me know if you can hear them. You might not be able to because the mic's pretty good at just picking up me, but I'm always paranoid that they're noisy on the stream. So that's there. So that's one of the little thought bubbles together. And we've got the frame coming together up at the top. That goes there. No. It is only animation and live action. It's a spindle wheel. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was. It's a spinning wheel in the Grimm version I know from childhood. I have quite a bit to go. I'm just going to move this back. Sorry, I didn't realise it was still in the shot. Quite a bit to go. I hardly have time to work on it. Oh, you look like you're so close, Dolly. For Sleeping Beauty, not AKA Briar Rose. Oh yeah. Yeah. That rings a bell actually, yes. Cooking with gas now. Thank you, Sarah. Can't hear them. Good, good, good. I'm gonna hear the big bang. Oh well, that's good. Yeah, yeah, they're both fine. They're fine. They're just having fun, having fun. We went to see today. We went to go and see the Minecraft movie, and yeah, that was that was fun. It's kind of a silly movie, but it was fun. Um, so I think they enjoyed that. All right, so I've got some pieces here. That's got a little bit of the there, a little bit of the dressing. I've got some pieces here that are mostly framed, but you can see that it belongs to this picture. Oh, there we go. Right, so hang on a minute. I feel like I'm missing some bits here. Oh, okay, it'll be these. Right. There's quite a lot of purple in these pieces, so let's just see what we can see. Right there, that goes there. This picture's wider than I'm thinking it is. There. There. And her crown, oh, her crown's right at the top. There. Let me just see if I can pick out the crown. Oh, okay, right. So I should have that. Still not joined it. This frame is wider than I'm thinking. There we go. That joins it there. So that's the crown there. And we've got some of her hair there. There. Okay, that's the purple bit mostly together. I, oh, I thought I had a miss sort on that. I don't. That goes there. And that's a little bit of the blue that I missed. Got some of the. There we go. That's some of her dress. Oh, okay. That attaches that, which is good because that's mis-sorted, that one. And I think these are mis-sorted. These belong in a different pile. I'm not sure which yet. So there's actually some quite black pieces down here, but you can just see little yellow lines. And that's what alerted me that it was her. That goes there. That goes down here. Here we go. I think I can attach this. That's that. Still not joined this yet, but that's because I haven't really done much on the hair. That looks like the crown. Oh no, that's her. She's got like a necklace on. Maybe I can get her face going. That's her mouth. That's the necklace. Oh, that's a bit of the wall. Another bit of the wall. Okay, so this is good. This is helping narrow down the blonde hair. That is okay, that's a little bit of her eye. So there's one eye, and that's her mouth. And I think that's the other eye, but I can't attach it yet. But now I can! Yay! Okay, so there we are. And even her face is you've got dots, so it's obvious that it's her face, if you see what I mean, or her arm, or her hand, or whatever. So I might have some pieces in here that will make up her. Oh, there, that's part of her eye. So I'm actually kind of focusing on the face now. Just going where the puzzle tells me. Managed to get a few of the yellow bits in though. I watched it too. The Rose connection is two ways. One is her main or alias as Briar Rose. The second is she's cursed to sleep when pricked by a rose. Vicky's in the zone and I'm loving it. Thank you. Yeah, but although apparently it depends which version you watch, Philip. There's the odd square connector on some Ravensburger puzzles. I only ever see it on large piece counts. Square connector? You mean like the prong? Like it's like a square shape? Is that what you mean, Gustin? Hello, by the way. Yep, the portraits do come together pretty quick, I found. Pardon you, yeah. It's because I drink sparkling water, Neve, so it makes me burp sometimes. I apologise. Hi, Sybil! How are you? Okay, so we're gonna get some of her hands and face done here. I might have to tell the kids to shush. I know you can't hear them, which is good, but it's really off-putting because I can. I've already told them to be quiet once. They just get overexcited. Oh, that doesn't go there. Just get overexcited and make lots of noise. Here we go. Right. So, just give me 1 second. Jasper and Freya. All I can hear is you. Oh dear. I just said Jasper and Freya, and Freya went, sorry. She knew. She knew. I think that might be a missort, maybe. Oh, it's not. Oh, I was right. Yay! And that one. Okay, I was right. Thought they were missorts, but they're not. I was right. No need to apologise. You're okay. Yeah, it's just kids. Who'd have them? Right. So there's still a few pieces with some of her face and hands. So I'm just gonna fill those in. It just makes the rest of the pieces a bit easier. And then really all I'm dealing with is the yellow hair and the pink dress. And these are the pink ones. So I'm thinking maybe the hair first. So obviously where there's hair and pink, then it's down here. So that narrows that down a bit. And the rest are pretty much, you can still see some crown. The crown's a slightly different shade of yellow. And the same with the necklace to the hair. So that's one way you can kind of guide yourself. There's some frame on these pieces. So that helps. And you can also look at the way the lines are going and kind of orient the pieces correctly. That's one thing that helps as well. So if the lines are going down, then I know I'm looking for a piece where they're going down the piece. So it's coming together now. It's coming together well. I'm not having a problem with the hair now, so that's good. Got some hair pieces up here as well, which I almost missed. There, so that's... Oh, that is there, and that goes there. So, looking good. Looking good. I'm liking this. Mama Vicky laying down the law. I know. They don't recognise. I remember getting a lot of Rapunzel's hair in the Sleeping Beauty pile when I sorted this. Yes. Did you mix it, Gustin? Did I know that? Did you tell me that? Yeah, no, I said that earlier, Gustin. That I remembered when I did it last time, I got some of the Rapunzel and Aurora hair mixed up. Not me, I don't have kids. Count yourself lucky, Neve. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. I love them, really. I'm on a roll. Thank you, Cara. I reckon this lovely lady is getting her beauty sleep. This is it. This is it. Right. So, we've got two different shades of pink here. There's a darker pink, which is like her bodice. And then there's lighter pink, which is her sleeves. So maybe I can try and kind of separate the pieces a bit according to the shade of pink I'm looking for. Seems to be working so far. And some of the pieces have both on, so it's not always easy to spot, but hopefully it should help. There's a little bit of hair on that one, so that's that. We hit the frame here because the frame comes up at an angle. No. Oh, right, okay, there's a little bit down in this corner of dark pink. Oh, that's that. So, that. I don't know. I don't know. There we go. Is there? No. Oh, come on. There. You go there. That one. That one. So. It's almost done. We'll get to Bambi today. We'll get to Bambi. What time are we on? 10:10. That's good. That's good. I mean, I did spend quite a while talking at the start. Hopefully I won't need to talk quite this much every time, so... What does that... Oh, yeah, I thought that went there. There. Now, there's kind of dark shadowy bits down here, so I'm just trying to figure that out. Then we're touching the frame. Um, does that go there? Yes, it does. I think that goes there. That's there. What's that? Do you know, I think I've got a Cinderella piece in there. Cinderella's background is pink. And I think that's what that is. I also think that's what that is. And there's one missing there. Um, I wonder if that's in the Cinderella section. I don't think I've dropped any. And I'm tempted to have a rummage through the Pocahontas pieces to find that. That's bothering me. Does anybody else get that, where a piece bothers them? It's just, if they were big piles, I wouldn't bother, but because they're not huge, I kind of feel like I want to find them. It's not in that box. That's Pinocchio and Ariel. I think I might have found the pink bit already. There. Yeah, so that was in the Cinderella pile. Her background is like dark pink at the top and lighter pink at the bottom. So I've missorted that one. And this bit here, this grey piece that makes up her dress, I think I've thrown that in the Pocahontas pile. Now then, what shape is it? It's a standard shape. So let's see if I can find it. Because there's not too many pieces in here. Is that it? No, it's a darker grey than that. So I think it will stand. When I spot it, I'll know. Yeah, it's that one. It's that one. Found it. See, this is another nice thing about this puzzle. You kind of know when you're missing a piece or when you've missorted one, you know where it should have gone. There. There she is. There's a bit there that's probably ended up in Cinderella as well. You can see some pink on the dress and the frame. But I'm not going to go rummaging for that. I'm not too worried about that. I just wanted to get those obvious ones. So that's Sleeping Beauty done already. It's amazing how quickly that came together. Hats off to great sorting. Thank you. But yeah, like I said though, the pieces are just really obvious for her. They're really obvious. So, I mean, there were only two really that I missorted. Love the photo of Grace in your suitcase when you're getting ready for the National Puzzling event. Oh yeah. I had it open on my case because I knew I had things still to put in it in the morning. And so he just saw a big comfy, bed, I guess. Just laid on top of all my clothes. He's a dafty. I would have to find that piece. It would bother me so much. Yeah, no, it was bothering me a bit, but I knew it wouldn't take long to find, so I kind of thought, right, I'm going to do it. But great job, thank you. That was quick. How rude of her, sleeping away through all of this. I know. Wake up, this is Ruth. Me too. Yeah, no, it was frustrating me. But the thing is, I knew where they'd be, and I was right. So it worked out for the best. So that's her done. So shall we do Bambi now? We'll do we Bambi. These two belong in Cinderella. I'm going to put those with Cinderella, and um, these I think belong in Pocahontas. And excuse me, I'm going to put her over here. That's still just Snow White. She's just chilling out over there. And here's Bambi. Now this is quite a big pile. And there's a lot of just one colour, or sort of two colours in Bambi. So I remember Bambi being a little bit harder to do, but not too bad. So I'll just keep it folded. There's Bambi. So it's kind of like this sort of faded, sort of blurry forest kind of in the background, I guess, and then you've got Bambi himself, and it's splotches of colour, so that it's not got the defined lines that Sleeping Beauty has, but you could tell from the colour. There are similar colours in Bambi to Lady's ears, but again, the texture's different in the Lady and the Tramp painting. So you could just kind of tell. Bambi's got big eyes as well, got the slightly pink on the inside of his ears. So I think he's going to be. I'll put Bambi himself together first, and then there's kind of dark areas here, and then maybe just try and build the scene around him. But I think Bambi himself is probably going to be the first thing that comes together for him. And his frame's unique too. Just to point that out. One thing I noticed when I was doing it mixed was some of the frames were the same across the two sides. So can't remember which one it was. The Lady and the Tramp frame was also the same as the Rapunzel frame, just as an example. But there were one or two where that was the only one like it, and Bambi's was one of them. I remember because it made his frame just a little bit more recognizable. He's got butterflies on it. Um, but yeah, anyway, just a wee memory there that I had. Gonna have a wee drink. It's amazing how much bigger these pictures get when you add the frame on. Like it's almost like it doubles in size. Once the frame's on her, it's going to be so much bigger. Um, so one done, 12 to go. That's it. Forgot how fast you were. I'm still halfway. Are you doing? Yes, you said you were doing Sleeping Beauty. What did you do first? Did you do the blue or the pink, or how are you tackling her, Claudia? Have you started building yet, Ula, or will you still be sorting? Yes, Bambi, come on over, Bambi. How did Bambi last? Well, I don't really mind what order I do them in, to be honest. I do think Bambi's one of the slightly harder ones, but just end. I just ended my rummy night, so now I'm 100% here. Oh, nice. Rummy, as in the card game. Rummy, Anna Maria. I used to play Rummy. If you mean the card game, anyway. Right. So I believe that is a miss sort. That looks like lady's ear. So that's in the wrong pile. But again, very similar shades of colour. So I'm going to just separate the kind of the brown of Bambi. Um, and I'll try and separate further obvious parts of Bambi. So that looks like one of his ears. That's his eye. Um, I don't think that belongs to Bambi. I don't know. I'll put that there. Um, Bambi's quite a big picture, so it's taking up a fair bit of space. But all the other pieces are just kind of a generic sort of greenish, yellowish, grey. Some are brighter than others, so that might help. And there's almost a red tint to some of Bambi's fur, um, as well. So again, that might help. Shades of colour. He's got little yellow kind of spots on him, which I can see. So I don't know. I'll try doing a little bit of sorting as I go on this. Right, they've got some frame on. They're just all background, so I'll separate frame and background as well. Seems like a logical thing to do. Frame. Some of the pieces in Bambi are really dark. That's a little bit of his wee spots. I think that's his ear. Gosh, do you know, I've underestimated how big the Bambi portrait is. Easy to forget when you're dealing with lots of smaller pictures how big the puzzle is you're working on. I think that might be Mulan. It's a very similar shade of green, but the frame doesn't look quite right, so I think I've missorted that. Ah, there we go. There's two together. Good start. So these are his wee spots, so they're a little bit easier to spot. I think there might be just a couple of Mulan miss sorts here. Ah, there's another bit of his. So that's his back. Kind of doing a sort within a sort now. His legs are pretty obvious. He's got quite thin legs. Um, oh no. Frame. That's part of his leg. Does that go there? Nope. Nope. That's quite a lot of just background. Hmm. Right, I'll just keep sorting. Just keep sorting, and I'm sure my attack will be revealed to me. My plan of attack. Um, There's little paint splotches as well on Bambi that I don't know if that's going to help me piece it together. Right, there, yeah, that's definitely his ear. It's sort of like a pinkish red. So I've got a bit of an ear there. That's a bit of his leg. Another one of the spot pieces here. That goes there. And that goes there. So I've got a little bit of his back coming together there. Well, that's his tail. Right, so that's his tail. And his tail's kind of fluffy. There. There we go. That's the top of his head. That's also a wee bit fluffy. So I'll pop that over there. There we go. There. That's top of his head. Not found the top of his ear yet. I'm assuming that's underneath them. Nope. All these background pieces. Oh, definitely doing Bambi first. Not certain if that's Bambi or not. There's some really dark areas, and it makes it hard to tell if you got the right piece for the picture. Mm. But we'll find out. We'll figure it out. That's one of his little spots. Does that go there? No. Again, no idea if that even belongs to Bambi, but we'll find out. Looking through them. There's some really bright, it's like a bright orange. Um, I don't know where. Oh, that's okay. That's where his front is like his neck. It goes there, like that. That's it. I don't think that fits in there yet. But he's starting to form. Right. Now, if I use both hands, this will probably happen a bit quicker. There's a bit of his eye. Yeah. Ah, what's that? He's coming. He's coming. First the face and hairs, now on the background. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did the face first. I think actual rum. Yum. Nice. Not card game. It's a game with 4 coloured tiles from 1 to 13. Oh, right. Oh, we used to play a card game called Rummy. I finished sorting about 10 minutes ago. Starting Bambi. Oh, yay! You're doing Bambi with me. Yay! Hope you don't have an extra piece this time. Well, I hope I don't have a missing piece. Be good to just have the right number of pieces. Yeah. Okay, just Googled, and it seems that Rummy the card game and Rummy or Rummy Cub, the tile game, are similar in terms of forming runs and sets. Yeah, that's right. I've never played Rummy the card game, but I love the tile. Okay, that's cool. I just realised I'm working on Bambi too. Oh, are you? Are you, Winter? Did you not realise that that was the section you were working on? That's cool. I'm glad. I'm glad we're all in sync. I think that's frame. Not too many frame pieces. But we don't mind. I'm putting the frame ones up there out the way. I'm kind of not touching those just yet. But we'll pull them out. You'll be able to see them eventually. Right, there we go. Okay. Okay, so that's the top of his head. And the top of his head's quite brown. Um, there. It's more sort of brown than orangey coloured. That's there. So I'm using colour here really for the most part to try and get my bearings. He's got some little paint splotches around his legs. So that's helping me identify a couple of things. A couple of the pieces. I don't think I can get his eye attached yet. Ah, like I said. And that's top of that ear. So, I find these pieces are quite orange in colour. Oh, no. No. Okay, hang on. There. That attach there. Okay, so that attaches his eye to the head. And then, oh, it's got a paint splotch there. I'm using the box image. I think that might be a leg. I might have a leg there. That's his tail. I'm using the different shades of colour as much as I can. There's some areas where he's really bright and then others where he's a bit darker. I wish I could attach his head to his body, but I can't at the moment. Hmm. Yeah. Again, his head's a wee bit darker. Does that go? Yes, that is there. Hmm. Oh, there we go. Goes there. All right. So his head's starting to become a bit more formed. Um, oh, he's not easy, is he, Bambi? Come on. You can do this. Oh, how big is that? No. Oh, wait. Ah, there we go. Ah, okay. Yay! That's his head attached to his body. Phew! I just realised now that's funny. There was a 1,000 piece version, I would do it too. Yeah, I don't think there is with this one, which is a shame. There's probably something really similar though, Neve. Like a collage of Disney pictures. I bet there is. Finally done with Sleeping Beauty. Following with Bambi now. Yay! Well done, Claudia. Bambi here on 40k is a difficult panel. Claudia, haven't you done the Bambi one on the 40k? Was that you? Because you're doing the 40k as well, right? But you're doing it in the sections. Am I right in thinking you've done Bambi on that one? I can't remember. Goes there. There we go. Okay. Getting somewhere now. There. Right, and then that's one of his legs there. There. Just starting to recognise some pieces now. Occasionally. Yeah. His legs are difficult because they're all like one's lifted up and then there's three kind of overlapping each other and um so it's throwing me a bit. Is that no? There. I guess there. We are. There. So he's starting to encroach on Sleeping Beauty here. Hang on, we need to move you across a bit, Bambi. That's you. Mm, hmm. What's that bit? Might have missorted it. I'm not seeing one that shape. Wait. Well, that's his nose. Oh, there we go. That's his nose. His legs are quite long as well. I think there's like a lot more leg pieces than I was thinking there were. Mm. Oh, I've got stumped again. Right, hang on. The only other pile I can think Bambi pieces might have gone in is the Lady and the Tramp. So ah, there we go. Right, the legs are starting to confuse me now. Right, maybe I can try to. Where's that bit? Oh, I'm coming unstuck. Right, hang on. Yeah, there's one. Got that one in. Mm, oh, I don't know. That's another one. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. I think there's some missorts gone on here. Because I'm sure I've got some Bambi pieces missing. But if they're anywhere, they're going to be in the Lady and the Tramp pieces. Oh, it's fine. We'll get you together, Bambi. We'll get you together. There, that is there. No. There. I didn't realise his legs were so long. What's that? Is that his tail? Oh, that's his tail. Right, that's his tail. Right, I've gone into full on concentration mode here, guys. So sorry, I'm not chatting much at the minute, but it's because I'm trying to figure these legs out on Bambi. Um, it's taken me a little while. Come in though. I think this front, yeah, there we go. That's his front leg more or less in there. And there we go. So now these two legs kind of cross over at the very bottom. I think they're just longer than I thought they were. And then this leg's a bit longer. Yeah, okay. I'm getting somewhere now. That one? No. There. And that's not even his leg, that's a paint splotch. There, just above his tail. And you've got it's like a tree or something coming up here behind him, so it starts to get a bit shadowy. Uh, and what is that? Ah, that's the bottom of his foot. Right, okay, so we've got some more leg pieces here. That one, and that one, that one, and that one. Right, there we go. These two are missing. These are going to be my bothersome ones, aren't they? Oh dear. Mine are mixed, so no. Someone did though. Claudia, you're doing incredible. I'm watching Vicky and she makes it seem so easy, but I'm sure it's not like that. Were the colours so obvious to separate them by panels? Anna, some of them were easy, others, such as blue ones, I found sometimes difficult to see which panel it belonged. Time will tell how good the sorting was. Yeah, I think Sleeping Beauty I think all the dots make Sleeping Beauty obvious. But I mean, even then I had some missorts. I've got two here that are bothering me. One right where his nose is, and this one above his eye. So I think I'm gonna have to rummage for them. And again, I'm pretty certain they're in the Lady and the Tramp pile. It's the only other pile really where there's a kind of this kind of colour. But it's a different texture though, so I'm not quite sure why I missorted or how I missorted. But you know, you do get tired, don't you? Or you don't notice as well. It's come along well though. It's okay, don't worry, you're well. Yeah, no, it's coming along great, and I go into full on concentration mode sometimes, so I can't talk as much. Might not be as fast as Vicky, but we'll have all week to catch up. Well, that's true, but I mean, you don't. I don't. I'm stopping to talk every 2 minutes, so it's if I get on a roll with it though, I sort of have a slow start and then I get on a roll, and then it feels like I'm going really fast. But oh, you may have heard that. I just bashed the microphone. Sorry about that. Right, so this pile that I'm rummaging through here is the Lady and the Tramp pile. And I really am just looking for those pieces of Bambi. I might not find them, but I think I'll know when I do see them. It's more kind of brush strokes with this, with the Lady in the Trap there. There's one. It's just obvious as soon as you find it. It's like, oh yeah, how did that end up in there? But it's like it's more kind of you see the brush strokes more in the Lady and the Tramp one than you do in the Bambi one. So that's how I'll know when I see it. I found one anyway, which is good. It's not a huge pile. It's not a massive picture, so that's fine. Uh, not found the other one yet though. As I say, might not be in here. Oh no, not found it. Don't know where the other one is then at the moment. It might be in Beauty and the Beast. Oh, because he's a bit he's kind of brown coloured as well, isn't he? Although I don't know, I felt like Beauty and the Beast pieces were much more obvious, and he's a slightly darker brown. It's quite shadowy, the Beauty and the Beast picture. I'm just gonna have a quick rummage to see if I've mis-sorted it in here, maybe. No, no, not in there either. So yeah, okay. I don't know where that one is. Don't know where that one is, but not to worry. It will turn up. It will turn up. I found one at least, and that is this one there. Oh, it's got a proper nose at least. What time are we on? What's to 11? Time flies. Thank you, Claudia. I bet those mist sorts are on Lady in the Tramp pile. Yeah, I did find one. I did find one, Philip, but not the other one. So I'm not sure where that one is at the moment. Might possibly be in the Pinocchio pile. He's got like brown shoes. He's got on the bottom of his shoe. That's kind of a brownish reddish colour. I may have chucked it in there. I don't know, but I'll find it when I get to it. Not too worried about that. I'm glad I found that one though. His nose. The missing bits are so you can have little triumphs along the way. This so quick, Vicky. Well done. You think it's going quick? Well done. Thank you very much. Well, I've not done it the outside of him yet. This is only a small percentage of his picture, but I think I can use colour with this shade because it's lighter in the middle. It gets darker as it goes out. I didn't hear anything. I'm so relaxed. Good. I've been mis-sorted as a frame piece. Well, yeah, that's true actually. There are a couple of frame pieces I had in with these that I thought might have been part of the, because it was just kind of a bit of a hazy sort of brownish colour. And then I decided there were frames and I ended up putting them back. But yes, you could well be right. Philip, you could well be right. So what I'm doing now is I'm separating the brighter of these background pieces to try and get Bambi done. Um, there's some slightly brighter coloured ones. They're yellowy coloured. There's almost a green hue to some of them, but they're definitely more in this middle region. Okay, there, that was there. Oh, I think I can orient these as well, actually. based on the pattern, like the texture of the canvas. It's like literally like it's on art canvas, like a painting. And you can see that texture in the pieces. So, like, I can tell that this piece doesn't go that way based on the texture of the. I don't know how well you can see that in the live, but I hope I'm describing that fine, so you know what I mean. There's like a texture to the pieces that's helps you orient the pieces the right way around. Okay, so that's all I'm doing here, really, just putting in the brightest ones. I mean, I feel like that bit should be obvious too, but it's not in here. So, yeah. There's a tiny bit of his leg there. There we go. That's that one. Well, Ravensburger pieces are really bumpy, aren't they? They don't sit flat. It doesn't help that there's a join between my foam boards here, which makes a difference, I guess. But that one, there you go. Mm, mm, No, no. I'm pretty certain that goes there. Ah, there. What's that bit? Thought I had a piece missing there. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Shape really does help with Ravensburgers. Definitely. Nope, doesn't go there. That one does though. And we're starting to get some slightly darker areas here. That goes there. There we go. There's some paint splotches here that I don't know where they are though. There's that. Ah, there's one there. Some paint splotches. Because the paint splotches are right next to Bambi, so I couldn't quite figure out where it was. Does that go there? Nope. Oh, there. There. Okay, so the lighter pieces have come together quite nicely. It's annoying that I can't find those two. Well, that's okay. You've got a couple of pieces missorted. Oh, in with the frames. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do remember that happening last time, actually. Some of the smoother, shadowy bits of frames where it looks almost kind of brown, and it's easy to get it mixed up. Um, right, so now there's it's like a hazy tree trunk here, and you can just see the beginnings of it there. So I'm hoping maybe to get some of that together now. There. You can just about see the transition lines. And that's a bit further up, I think, that one. In fact, no, it's not. It's further down. Gracia. So, okay. There we go. There. I just don't know which way round they go. Oh, okay. They go that way round. No. Yeah. Mm, this like mottled area is like the grass, I think. Right. That's it. There's actually lots of colours in these bits, but it's quite subtle, the changes in the colours. That looks like it's got some paint splotches. There. Um, I think that might go there. There we go. There. Slow but sure, we are getting there. I don't think two large portraits. I don't think that's too bad for the first stream to have put together, you know. I'm not sure where they go. At least that's assuming I can get all of them together before the end. I hope so. That piece looks fairly obvious. Can't see it though. Hmm. No. Might get some islands together. Some little puzzle islands. No. No doubt they'll all join up eventually. Assuming I've got the right portrait. There. There's actually a lot of different colours in this. A lot of different colours. Kind of more green down at the bottom and more yellow up at the top. There. Right, is there. That's it. Okay, wait, I found my bearings a bit with this side. There. that go up there? No. That go up there? Ha! Yay. Okay. So I've added one of the islands. Woohoo! I'm here just doing diamond art. Good. Hope you're enjoying. Quiet because I'm also in the puzzle zone. Doing great, Vicky, and everyone at home puzzling. Oh, you're also in the zone. That's good. Good to hear. Good to hear, SS. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Um, right. So now I think these pieces are going to be these frames, but my hair stuck to my watch. But I'll do those last. I think. I think I just need to stick with this now. I'm kind of on a bit of a roll. I don't want to speak too soon. Um, okay. That one? Yes. Mhm. Nah. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's a frame piece. Oh, it slants down the way. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So, now trying to tackle. I suspect these bits have frame in them, yeah, and that's why I'm not finding them in here. Where are you? Oh, see, now I'm jumping around. There's that one. That's it. This, I don't. Where's this? I don't think this piece belongs in here. That might be a myth sort. I'm just not sure what pile it belongs in. I don't know. These are standing out to me, so I'm just getting these top ones in there. And the frame curves round on the inside, which throws you off a bit because you know it's not a round frame. But the colours are right, if you see what I mean. Okay, I'm gonna try and fill this bit in if I can. Right, it's there. Nope. Where's that bit? I've got one missing there too. I don't think I've got that piece. Goes up at the top. Okay. About that one there. That goes there. And there. Nope. No. Hmm. There. That's that one. Found you. There. It's coming. It's coming. I promise. I'm getting there. This will be good. I think this will be good progress for the first one. The two big portraits. Looks like it might be Belle's dress. Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah, a really bright part of it. Most of her dresses are more vivid yellow, but yeah, it could be. I'll have a little leftover pile in the box, and no doubt I'll dive into it when I start to do some of the others. No, no. Is that? Is that? There, there. Okay, that one. So, so close. I've got all the frames to do as well. So close. Right, there we go. Okay. Bad sort. Not a bad sort at all. I've got some kind of generic grey pieces here, and I've clearly not got all of them. Just there. So, um, although they might be in here, because the frames slant. So let's get these frames in. Definitely got in the zone. I certainly did. Excuse me. Certainly did. Right. These should hopefully go in pretty easily, but we'll see. Right, so this side where the frame part of the piece is just kind of a brown line, that's how I can kind of distinguish that it goes over here, whereas this side it's more of a yellow line. Depends how the light hits it. But there's like some really dark grey towards the bottom. Goes at the top. That's another top bit. I think I've done a pretty good job with sorting Bambi. Just these ones are slightly bothering me. But I'm not going to overly worry. I know they'll turn up. I've obviously just mis-sorted them. Wait a minute. Hmm. There we go. Yeah. That one and that one. And then we've got there. That's it. That's Bambi, all the pieces of Bambi that I had. All in. So yeah, there's a bunch of dark grey with frame pieces that I'm missing here. I think these pieces are the bottom edge. Um, because Bambi, if you look, Bambi actually hits the bottom edge. So yeah, so everything under here is edge, and then I've got a bunch here that I've missorted. That one, I'm not sure where I've put it. I think I might put that in Mulan. And these two, I don't know. I might just have a very quick look in the Mulan pile if you don't mind, before I go. Because I really would love to fill those gaps. But I mean, it doesn't matter if I don't. But I just have a feeling that the lighter background pieces might have been thrown in there. Maybe. Because her picture's sort of like a slightly smudged, kind of hazy, like not very defined lines, kind of a image as well. And it might well be that I've just thrown them in her pile, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Um, but as I say, if not, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, there could be in Pocahontas too. Again, light background, not much detail. I could maybe work on some of the smaller portraits next time. Do perhaps 3 or 4 of the smaller portraits. Before I go back to bigger ones. But I've got 2 of the biggest now done. I'm not finding anything in Mulan at the moment. Uh, no, I might be able to look here. Yeah, they're the light pieces that I already had in the box. There's just a few more I haven't checked. Just give me 1 second. No, they're not in with her. So, yeah, okay. I guess I'll find them when I find them. Possibly in Pocahontas. I don't know. Don't know. But I think maybe it would be good. Like, so this week I've tackled a couple of the big portraits. And I think maybe it might be good to tackle some of the smaller ones next time. So I could maybe do like these two and Pocahontas and Beauty and the Beast or Mulan or something like that. Not sure how long they'll take. These two will be pretty quick. Um, but yeah, do like a bunch of the smaller ones before I then go back to bigger ones like Pinocchio and Ariel and Snow White. But yeah, so this is what I've done this week. Sorry, it's a bit in shadow there because I've got the box stacked up. That's these two, and this one, Sleeping Beauty, actually goes beside Bambi. So imagine a big frame area here, a bit of wall, and those two go next to each other. So that worked out quite well. Not too many missed sorts. Maybe do Pinocchio first. Do you think? Do you think I should do Pinocchio first? I don't mind, really. I don't mind. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter what order I do them in. I could do another poll. Do you think? Next week I could put another poll up. Hey, Richard? Sorry, I didn't know you'd come in. How are you? Super busy for Easter holidays. Yeah. Wow. Just back. That was a late one. I think you might be right about Belle's dress, Philip. I think that goes with Belle's dress, and I think the other piece I had missorted goes with Mulan. The sorting's always so good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've not done too badly. I've pretty much got all of Sleeping Beauty, but I do have a couple of missorts here. three pieces missing from Bambi that I want to find them. But it's fine, it's fine. It'll be fine. I will put these two pictures on a board and put them away until next week. And yeah, I can then all the poll options from today are done. Yeah, well that's true. That's true. If I do Pinocchio, yeah. And then do another poll. Yeah, okay, I could do that. Or I could include Pinocchio in the next poll. Um yeah, okay. Maybe I'll have four poll options. A big one and then three smallers, and then we can pick. And I'll kind of just follow the path. It really doesn't matter, does it? I'm gonna do all of them eventually, so I guess it doesn't matter what order I do them in. What is the blue pile? This one. This is Snow White. This is Snow White. I just didn't really have space in the box, so I just kind of left her pieces up there. So they've just been sitting there through the whole stream. But yeah, they're Snow White. Man, these live streams just fly by. Oh, well, I'm glad you think so. That means you're having fun. I did go a bit quiet towards the end there, though. I was really concentrating. Bambi was quite difficult, but there in the end. I didn't find Sleeping Beauty too bad at all. I find her portraits probably the easiest out of all of them, I think. But yeah, Bambi was a bit more difficult. But they're so pretty, all of them. They're just so beautiful. Well, amazing, Vicky. Thank you for another great stream. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, that's Snow White. Yeah, that's right. They're the Snow White pieces. I will find a spot for them in the boxes and I put them away until next time. Wow, that was over really fast. They do fly by, don't they, SS? Okay, well, I tell you what I'll do. I will once the live's done, I will take pictures of these and I'll put some posts up on YouTube and on Discord and put them in the wee channel on the Discord. If you've been working on this, please feel free to pop your photos up in the Discord and show me your progress. And in any of the other channels as well, if you've been working on other things. Uh, Snow White should pull herself together. A bit too fast. Yeah, I know, they do go by fast. Absolutely loved it today, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Neve. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, Sam. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And you too, Claudia. Oh, I'm really pleased. Pleased everybody enjoyed it. So I'll get some pictures and I'll pop these up on the various different social media sites, and you can see what my progress has been. Really pleased with that. I think that's been a good night's puzzling. So yeah, I will continue with this next week. Don't need to do any more sorting. Plenty of piles to go at. And yeah, I'll maybe just stick another poll up and see which one to do next. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. It's been brill. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all next time. Look out for my Elena Essex video tomorrow. That's coming out tomorrow. Hope you enjoy that as well. See you later, everyone. Happy puzzling. Bye. Oh, I don't think I've ended it.